If you don't evolve, you're dead. That's it. In small business, every day I'm like, how could we have done it better? What did we do great? What did we do bad? And we evolve. That's why we have video going on. That's why we're expanding into dumpsters. Nothing's crazy about what we're doing. We've just been constantly talking about it for the last 4 years. And people are always shocked, like, oh my gosh, y'all are doing carpentry now. Oh my gosh, y'all are doing moves now. That's crazy. And I'm like, it's not crazy because you have to evolve. Evolve or die. That's basically how I see it.
And don't forget, the Lady Lays have a moving services.
We already did it.
It's already done. We're refreshing that. The fronts. And if anything like doesn't make sense.
What is this job today?
Today, we've already done her attic, but she loves things to be super organized. It's kind of funny. She puts away the attic after Christmas and then she hires us later to refresh it, just about every year. We've been here quite a few times. We've done almost every area of her home. Things are gonna start to unravel. Like, we make a lot of money, but then I'm not marketing properly because I'm on the jobs. And then I'm just managing the jobs, and then it hits me in the face that I need to build up the schedule again. I wake up, I can't even see my texts. I wake up to so many texts in the morning. And then I get really feisty because I've been on the job so much. And then it's like, I gotta do it all over again. It's like, maybe just always a cycle in small business. I feel like the jobs get really big in the summer every year. It's a lot of hours, it's a lot of details, it's a lot of product getting on these bills and managing just logistics. I mean, this morning I've already sent out 100 text messages.
Pretty good, right? Like you would think there's a mantle up under there. There probably is. There's not, Roxanne. You saw it was a flat fucking wall.
That's where you use your imagination.
Like, you can't make it up. Like, she's talking shit to me all day, every day. Roxanne, you put all the wires on top of their brand new couch like this?
Me and Marisol did.
Marisol. And you're just telling me if I look ugly. Just let me know. Can you look at me through the camera and tell me if I look sick?
Zip this up to where it's like sits like.
He doesn't get it.
Right.
That's why I called you to come in here, because he would never tell me nothing. Yeah?
Yeah, it makes a difference.
Yeah.
It does. He doesn't think so.
And then you know, yeah. So the hair on like your neck, the other side.
Oh.
Yeah.
God's a friend. God's a friend.
There's
That's
no like hair like right
a
here.
friend. So I'm like a bum.
She looks great. What would I change?
Before, like after.
Oh, that made a difference?
Like the shit I'm saying in these videos, if I act like a psychopath, like I could at least look like a put together psychopath. There has to be like moments where it's like,
Okay.
alright, what am I doing?
What we're trying to do is get one dumpster. It's gonna be on a trailer, it's gonna lift, we're gonna paint it pink, we're gonna wrap it, and then we'll have a truck that will wrap as well. So pink truck, pink dumpster, then we're gonna wrap Gio's cab and paint it pink. So it's gonna be a fleet of pink. And that's part of the investment opportunities that we're offering next. I have to build this graph where I have to show people, like if I've learned one thing about any of this, it's like you have to show people, you know? Like even in this group, we have been doing refresh after refresh after refresh. They are in refresh zone. I don't have to tell them anything right now. This is fantastic. You know what I mean? I'm able to sit here with you and do probably what is going to be the most important conversation that I have with anybody this year. Somebody just listening to me soundboard and talk it out. In the fall, we'll take on a handful more of the $10,000 cash flow investments, and we will also roll out the opportunity for the investing in the dump trucks.
Emma can move. You never let me do that. Give me a second, let me just read. Taryn's design, it's like I want to always make it so personal for them, and I think for her, she really needed it to grow with her and to like utilize the space, but also be like so functional for her. So I just want to make sure that it's like, okay, we need to know the actual size of tile samples and wallpaper samples and all the things she's going to be actually storing on that wall.
Yeah, well, Taryn's is actually harder than we thought it was going to be just because it was so grand. Like, the scope of the project was 20 feet, which, even though you build it in a shop and you see it scaled here, when you bring it to that small space, it takes a lot of work to kind of get the whole thing to come together as seamless as you imagine it. We saved a certain portion of it. This is custom work, so you save a certain portion of it that you know is going to have to be, okay, this angle is going to be something that we don't know yet, so let's keep this piece long, and then when we bring it on site, you can easily manipulate it down to what it's supposed to be. It took about a week, honestly a week and a half, just to get it where we wanted it. And there's a few parts that we actually had to paint on site, so that made it also a little more detailed. So the install, I'd say is like 30% of it, and 70% like building and assembling offsite and painting offsite.
Did it seem bigger when you put it in there?
It actually fit the space really well, which was unique and neat because in our heads it looked so big in our mock-up space, and it looked so big in here, which has very tall ceilings, but when you put it in that room, the hallway was just wide enough and it looked like it fit that cubby on the wall just right.
So day one, we would gather the dirty laundry, send it to the laundromat. We pack up all their belongings. Geo wraps all their furniture. We move it over. Then we unpack it. The dumpsters come and pick up all the trash. Day one. Get it out. Day one. And then they'll circle back at the end of the job and take all the trash from the carpenters after they're building shelves, after Kristen and Marisol are redesigning their closets, per se. There always ends up being a lot more trash. So the dumpster will come back around. The laundromat clothing will be folded, hung, ready to come back into the house, and then the girls can just put it away.